Life after 40, it doesn't get harder. It just gets more honest. You become more transparent with everybody and everything around you. Your tolerance level becomes just a tad bit lower versus the things that you used to tolerate back in the day. Things that intrigued you in your 20s and 30s just don't impress you no more. I'm just saying. I remember being in my 20s and 30s. I used to be impressed with a girl with a nice body. I was very superficial. But now I'm just happy and content with just having somebody to come home to, somebody that I can build with, somebody who understands me, somebody that pours into me spiritually. You know, I don't tolerate no mess no more. I don't have time for people to come in and love bomb, and I don't have time for nosy people no more. People will come in your life just to see what you got going on. Eyes be wide, looking around just to see what's going on, to see how they can get in. People like that wake up with manipulation on their mind. First thing in the morning, they wake up figuring out how they gonna manipulate the next person today. And once you hit your 40s, you start to see that. Your discernment increases. Once you hit 40, you desire peace over everything. You cherish quiet time. Peace and quiet, oh my, you cherish that. And the last thing you want is somebody coming in and try to disrupt that and interrupt that and try to throw it off. At 40, you can see people coming. You can see demons on people from a mile away. I know I can. I don't have time for gossip. I don't have time for your problem. I don't want to hear nobody problems. I don't want to hear nobody problems. I don't care about what you got going on. I just don't. I really don't. Because I think back to when I was in my 20s and 30s, when I was struggling, I couldn't even borrow $10 from nobody. Nobody had it. Nobody had it. They had it, but they didn't have it for me. So now I'm like that. I don't have it. I don't have time to play around. I don't have time to chase. You know, back in our day, we used to chase, but once you hit that 40 mark, you chase people less. Like, you just ain't on it. Especially when it come to women. Like, I don't have time to play those games I played when I was a teenager in my early 20s. Either we gonna do this or we're not. Either you gonna act right or you're not. I see so many guys still playing these merry-go-round games with females. And it's mind-boggling. Because I said, man, once I hit that first half of life, it got real. It's like, okay, I got to start focusing on my mental health, focusing on my physical health, making sure I'm eating right, making sure I'm not stressing over the small things I can't control. You start to think about Christ. You start to think about getting and building that relationship with the Most High. You desire to do better. You just become tired. And say, I just desire to do better. I desire the best. You desire the best for everybody around you. And if you see people around you that's just not trying, that's not putting forth no effort, in their 40s, in their 50s, still going through the same old mess, they ain't did nothing to improve their situation, you cut them off. You look around, you don't have the same friends you had in your 20s, in your 30s no more. You have outgrown a lot of people once you hit that 40 mark. You don't think the same. You don't anger so fast no more because you realize you can lose your freedom. You can lose your livelihood. You got shit to lose when you're in your 40s. We don't have time to be going to jail. Bad enough you don't got nobody for real to call on to post your bail or to get you up out of jail. You don't have time for that. You don't have time to be raising your blood pressure trying to get somebody else to act right. That's why I say I don't have time to listen to people's problems. I don't have time for drama. You can't call me to come to your fight. You can't call me to get your brother up out of there. You don't involve me in no bullshit because I don't have the time. If you ain't talking about how we can get some money together, how we can elevate spiritually, I don't have no conversation. Ain't no chicks blowing my phone up, talking no this and that. If we not talking about elevating, if we not talking about getting money, I don't want to hear the conversation. It's meaningless conversations. It's meaningless. It's pointless. And you realize that once you hit that 40 mark. I don't have time to sit on the phone and listen to you brag and boast about your new boyfriend or about your new wife or about who you hitting and what they did in bed last night, who went out and got drunk together, who going through this. I don't have time. I can care less. All I want to hear is money. All I want to hear is elevation. All I want to hear about is spiritual growth now. That's all I really want to talk about. And if we can't come together and politic on that, the conversation is meaningless. It's pointless. And you realize that once you hit your 40s. You just want to see everybody around you safe, especially your kids, your family, your wife. You praying more. You become more self-aware. You become aware of your surroundings. You become more responsible with your finances. You start digging deep to pull the best version of yourself as possible up out of yourself and project that on your family and project that on people around you. That way your light is shining when people look at you. Your aura is phenomenal. If you are elevating spiritually, mentally. I'm telling you, man, people say life get harder. It doesn't. It doesn't get harder. Life is what you make it. It just gets more honest. You become more honest with yourself. You become more honest with everything that's going on. This gonna work or it ain't gonna work. You have low tolerance for the bullshit. It's your boy Deontay. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace and blessings.